Need to sort that beeper out. Because that's annoying. Hi folks. Sorry if it's noisy. The van is empty. With the bulkhead out, it's even noisier. And I don't know where that rattle's coming from. It's another thing I've got to fix. Just off to return something. The rear view camera screen stopped working, and a few other bits that I ordered that have then worked out I don't need. So I'm doing an every run, a return of the unwanted items. Hopefully the back doors will be quiet now, because I went out yesterday to see Adi from All Things Timber to have a chat about the build and getting help with some of the furniture and stuff like that. And the back doors just banged around the entire journey. Bulkheads are amazing for sound deadening. But yeah, the back doors were totally loose, just banging around. So yeah, I've adjusted them now, just all the locks so it fits tighter. And it's got two little resting plates on the bottom of the doors, so I've adjusted them as well. So the doors are actually, even though it sounds noisy right now, the doors are actually better than they were yesterday. So yeah, I was having a chat with Adi about materials to use, as lightweight as possible obviously, but obviously I've still got a design idea of what I want for the van. So making sure that those design ideas fit in with my plan, that they're not daft money, they're achievable, all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy after the chat yesterday. I had a look at a van that he's just finished. It's his own van, and that is pretty close to what I want. Some of the furnishings and the finishings aren't what I'm after, but the way he's done it, the construction of it and stuff like that, is really close. So yeah, and a bit of feedback as well from everyone about the video. Am I doing this wrong about the floor? So it's cool to know that it's called a floating floor in the building industry, and it's perfectly okay. So yeah, a lot of people didn't pick up on exactly what I was planning, so they say, no, it'll all fall out when you go over a bump. Well, it's not if it's all bonded down. So yeah, it's all going to be bonded down properly, all be done properly, and yeah, I'm quite happy about that. I got a lot of feedback as well about the weight balance thing, which was that to be careful about axle weights, and that you don't increase the front axle weight without increasing the rear axle weight as well. Conversely as well, the axle weights are quite restricted, so your front axle has one set weight and the rear axle does as well. So obviously that's something I need to play around with weights and things like that. And my biggest weight is going to be the EcoFlow power kit, and because of this, the way that all connects, it does allow for a lot of space between each unit and each battery, so that should be quite easy to do as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting it to the next stage. Actually, I need to get to post office to return these parcels, then I need to get back to the Airbnb, because I need to move out for a few days anyway. So I've got to put everything in storage, load up the van with stuff and things like that, because I'm actually off to Nottingham. Andy and I are doing a bit of a work pleasure weekend anyway. And no, we're not getting a first class ticket to Nottingham, because that was the first thing I thought about, as you do. But no, it's a bit of a worky thing, so I'm going to go there for the weekend. Got a nice hotel to stay in, so that's going to be a bit of a treat as well. Van life to Airbnb, and Airbnb to a hotel. Living the life. Now the other thing I have noticed as well, and I'm going to address this really fast, is those Max fans let an awful lot of air through. Apparently some sort of EU directive, which means that every Max fan sold in the EU UK cannot be sealed. So apparently this is the same as all roof vents. So as you're going down the road at speed, those max fans are, it's like a hurricane going off on the back. So they do seal kits for them. So I've ordered the 2 seal kits to get rid of those awful noises. Because the last thing I want when I finish my van is to, everywhere I drive it, is to listen to wind noise going down the road. And also, if it's windy when I'm parked up, I don't want the wind whistling through the skylights every night as well. So I'm going to install a seal kit for them. Obviously when I do it, I'll show you what they're doing and let you know whether it's any good or not. I do love my little van though. So much nicer to drive than the big van. And the previous Ducato panel van that I had was an auto, and I really didn't like driving that much, because the auto box was wasn't nice, let's put it that way. But this I like. Feels nimble. Currently, as there's no weight in it, it feels you know, nice and quick to take off. Fuel economy is good in that. Like stereo in it. It's got steering wheel controls, so that's beneficial too. My phone pairs up to it, so I can stream music and answer the phone and stuff like that. I may not even change the stereo. I may actually leave it as it is. But yeah, I think rather smitten with my van, especially because the way it's looking at the moment is pretty cool as well. The outside anyway. The inside somewhat needs you know, a few changes, but otherwise very happy with the progress of the van so far. Obviously lots of things to be done yet, hundreds, probably thousands of jobs to do. So the next big job on the van is installation. So as soon as I get the installation done, I can start cracking on the build and stuff like that then. But I can't get anything done today because, like I said, I've got to get out of the Airbnb, pack everything into the van and storage. I also fitted the reverse camera brake light system as well. Obviously that screen was just dead when it arrived, which is why I was faffing around with it the other day. So the new one's arrived, screen works fine. I'm not sure that's its final location yet. I may change the angle of it a little bit. So I've wired it into the courtesy light system there as well. So when you open the door, it comes on, and as you're driving, it stays on all the time. But as soon as you lock the van or leave the van with the doors closed for more than about 5 minutes, then it's all powered off. So it just means that it's not powered on all the time, draining batteries or anything like that. But yeah, it's quite good that in terms of, you can see, obviously I've got reverse sensors on the bumper as well, but you can see everything behind you. So if you are overtaking and you want to pull in, you can see there behind you if you've got the gap to pull in, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it's just good to have a reverse camera. So I'll catch you on the next video, guys. But yeah, there might be something interesting in the next video. I'm going to show you a few little products. People have been asking what am I doing about suspension and internet and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over that in the next video.